Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25 as the Gamecocks have had a great start to the season. They're coming off the bye week and they're 5-0, the 20th ranked team in the nation for the first time this year. We have reached the top 25, but that's been a curse for us in the past year or so. Hopefully we can break that today, but it's not going to be easy. We're facing the 3-2 LSU Tigers, who are also coming off a bye week. And although they did lose a pretty embarrassing game at home against Rice right before the bye week, 48-24, this is still the most talented team we've played this year, and especially being on the road. This is the first time since the opener that Shaquille Brock will be tested, and it's first time on the road in the SEC, so we'll see how the offense prepares, and we're going to see them first. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like, you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty mode content as the Gamecocks wearing their all blacks on the road in hostile territory begin at their own 25. First play will be a give to Wade Mann as he will get 5 on the first carry. I think to lean on him a little bit this game. He has a lot of experience in these high profile games. First catch is to the backup tight end Kennedy as it gets a yard short. First third down of the day. Brock will roll to his left. He'll dump this one off for Otis McNitt. A nice play outside the pocket. Just good job getting him on the move where Brock is at his best. So after the first down, they hand it off to Mann as he breaks a couple of arm tackles and he picks up 8 on his second carry. 732 yards for Mann thus far in his junior campaign. It's on 2nd and 2. A quick pass for Saban, but Carl Saban can't hold on. It's another third down. They trust Mann, who stays patient and picks up the first down. It's back-to-back third down conversions here for the Gamecocks as now Monty Sorrell will check in for the first time. He gets his first carry left side, a good little lane, and he picks up the first down. South Carolina doing a good job leaning on the ground game here early. Back to Mann, a lot of traffic, but he picks up 2. LSU is a very talented defense. It's going to be hard to stop these rushers, so I like the idea of just pounding the rock, negating that pass rush. 3rd and inches, Mann gets it, and he will get the first at the 20. Now a bunch to the right, Brock to the air. It's going to be a screen for Mann, but it's read to perfection by the linebacker Rico Cantu. Loss of 2. Now 2nd and 12. Brock outside the pocket. Throws it behind McNitt, who can't adjust and make the grab. And now it's a 3rd and 12 for the Gamecocks. Brock to throw. Dumps it off short for Mann. He's got some space, and he's going to pick up the first down. Scamper out at the 6. Good job taking the underneath. This man's also been very effective in the air. 5 for 110 and a touchdown last year in the passing department. Here he gets a run. He picks up 3. Now 2nd and goal. Man in motion. Brock keeps it himself, trying to punch it in, and he's going to get maybe 2. And now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Sorrell the deep back. They toss it out wide for him, but LSU is there, and it's going to set up a field goal try. 20-yarder from the right hash. This is Marquise Atogwe with the kick, and he will not angle it enough. That's no good. So South Carolina with a 9-minute drive to begin the game, and they come up empty. First drive here for LSU. They start off with a bubble screen to Trey Helm as they are led by junior quarterback Caleb Tracy, who's been very good this season for the Tigers. Here on 1st and 10, he hands it off to another good offensive player in Juan Biggers, the junior, right here from Baton Rouge, playing for the hometown team. 2nd and 4, here's Biggers again. He's going to be stopped outside. And now it's a 3rd and 5 for LSU. Tracy will throw forward. Quick rush, though, and he's sacked. That's Angel Casey with his first career sack. Going right through the line. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. A quick start to this game. Both teams still at scoreless apiece. As you can see, the Gamecocks have dominated the time of possession. LSU only has 12 yards. We'll start with this quarter at the 32 of LSU with a Sorrell run, a gain of 4, as Monty Sorrell's already got 5 carries. Trying to rest Mann a little bit more as he takes a carry here, though, on 2nd and 6, and he finds 5 up the middle. 8th carry for him on the day for 36 yards. Now it's 3rd and 1. He gets carry number 9, and it's going to be a first down inside the 20. Gamecocks enter the red zone again, as they'll go with a quick throw to McNitt up the seam, and he can't hold on. A good hit by the corner. Tyrone Irwin breaks the ball loose. Now 2nd and 10. Brock hit as he throws, and now it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10. Brock with it. Tries it for the end zone, but it's knocked away. That's the linebacker Rito Cantu again. That'll set up a 36-yarder from the right hash for Atogwe, who missed the 20 earlier. This time he has a little bit more space, and he will hit it. So South Carolina will get on the board first here, 3-0 your score. So we are now 11.5 to go in the first half. Only the second drive here for LSU today. So here's a handoff to Juan Biggers. SEC known for their good halfbacks this season. There's already 2 on the field today, Biggers and Wade Mann. 2nd and 3, bubble screen out wide for Sean Gideon, and he's not going to get there. Good rally by South Carolina. And only the second passing attempt for Tracy today. 3rd and inches, they motion the tight end into the formation. It's a play fake. Dump it off for the tight end, Duke Bush, and the junior will race forward to the 36 of South Carolina. Next play, it's a keeper. Oh my gosh, the running back just got crushed, but a good job by Tracy to hold it. Only picks up 2. That's a lot better than a loss of 2. 2nd and 8, Tracy makes an adjustment, and he goes with an RPO, and this time he's intercepted. Picked off by James Eskridge, and for the first time in his career, the safety turn corner has an INT. Just a bad decision by Tracy. His 3rd INT of the season, and South Carolina will take the football. First play from scrimmage here is a quick pass to Saban, who gets outside. Then Carl Saban's got some speed, and he's going to get all the way to the 22. Saban started his career at Wake Forest, now with the Gamecocks. That's a big catch and run there. Flips the field, is now the 23. It's a handoff wide for Mann, who picks up a first down. They give it to him. 10 carries, 50 yards for the redshirt junior. Soro checks in up the middle. Nice burst of speed, gets 4. He's been a very good change of pace back this season. 2nd and 6, though. Wade Mann right back in the game. Gets the carry up the middle. First down. It's going to be Golden go from the 2. And South Carolina punch it in this time. Look at this. A Wildcats. They flip it to Soro from Wade Mann. It's not going to work. Gamecocks trying anything they can down here to just put the ball in the end zone. 2nd and goal. Brock. Quick pass out wide for Allgaier, and that'll do it. Touchdown at Gamecocks. It's Brock to Allgaier. And the Gamecocks take a 2-score lead. It's now 10-0. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Tracy with his 3rd drive with LSU. This is a handoff, and it's not going to go anywhere. A loss of 1. Good play by junior Torrey Perkins. 3rd and 11 now for LSU. Tracy to throw. 4-man rush. Clean pocket. Looks short. It's shy of the marker. That'll force an LSU punt, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9. Gamecocks with a chance to do something here. It's a quick throw to Vernon Ryder. Only his 2nd catch of the season. But he gets out to the 29. Now South Carolina goes no huddle. Brock next play. He's quickly sacked, and there's the pass rush. That's Kevin Lopez around the edge, his 2nd sack of the season. Gamecocks now 3rd and 11. They're just trying to run out some clock. LSU will call some timeouts, but nothing will go on their drive. And that'll take us to the first half. A quick first half here as it's 10-0 South Carolina. LSU hasn't really touched the football all that much. You can see less than 10 minutes of possession in this game. South Carolina has been able to extend to a 10-0 lead. It's a rainy day here in Louisiana, so it's been a pretty grinded out affair for both teams. The Tigers will start off with the football in the second half as Tracy tries to keep it on option. He only picks up 2 on the left side. Now on the pistol, 2nd and 8. Up the middle is Biggers. Nice running lane here. Breaks the tackle. And Juan Biggers has some space. He gets down the sideline. Pushed out at the 45. A big run for Biggers, who that extends his yardage up to 69 on the day. Next play, they play fake the run. And Tracy dumps it off short. And that'll be a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 here. Tracy back to the air again. Feels some pressure. He's just going to tuck in himself and run. And he can do this as he picks up a first down with a 7-yard scamper. Now out to the 33. Tracy letting that play clock go. It's a screen out wide, and Trey Helm will get about 6. Helm started his career at Oklahoma State, now finds his way with LSU. A little 2nd and 4. This is a play fake going for it all, and it's going to work. Touchdown LSU. That's Sean Gideon with his 2nd touchdown grab of the season. And LSU is now on the board. It's only 10-7. South Carolina leads by 3 as they'll touch the football for the first time in the second half. First play for them is a short pickup for Juan Gallegos, the freshman from Florida. Picks up 6. Brock's been pretty quiet today. It's a pretty solid day. No mistakes thus far, which is what you can ask for in a game like this. As man on the screen will pick up the first down. Out to the 32. They give it to him on the ground. He's quickly stuffed. Nice play there by the front 7 of LSU. Keeping us in track as it's now 2nd and 9. It's a screen for Soro, and he's going to get out wide. I thought Cantu would make a play. A nice speed from Soro gets away. Brock 15 for 21 today. Next play, it's a quick RPO, and Gallegos open, just drops it. Might have heard the footsteps there. Instead, now it's 2nd and 10, setting up a screen for man, and this one's going to be read by Cantu this time. Great play on his 2nd TFL of the day, and now it's 3rd and 11 for the Gamecocks. Brock to throw, rolls to his right, checks it short for man. This isn't going to get a first down. And South Carolina will punt it back to LSU. Chance to take the lead for the first time today. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a handoff for Biggers, who picks up 1. Now it's a 3rd and 9. Rain continues to pour. It's a draw for Biggers, and South Carolina's ready. Good play by Eskridge getting involved in the run game. That's a punt for LSU back to South Carolina, but on 2nd and 8, they're going backwards. That is Raekwon Liddings with the TFL. He had 13 of those a season ago. 3rd and 9, South Carolina wants the deep ball, and they got it. Allgaier gets behind the defense. He beats Irwin, who's getting the starts for the injured corner, Trayvon Traore. And he is down at the 21 of LSU. Next play is a 7-yard pickup for Wade Mann. Now South Carolina threatening. Brock keeps it this time on the read option. He's got some space, and Brock's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Shaquille Brock does it himself. That is now a 2-score lead for the Gamecocks. 2nd touchdown of the day for Brock, his first rushing. And it's 17-7 going into the final quarter. Gamecocks with a 2-score lead. Can they hold on here in Death Valley? Here's a looking at the rankings. We are currently the 20th team. A year ago, every single time we joined the rankings, we lost. Trying to break that streak and that curse here. Start off the 4th quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 24, and this is a throw out wide. That's caught by Trey Helm, his 3rd catch of the day. 2nd and 4 now, trying to set up a screen, and he can't get it off. Up the middle comes the defensive line for South Carolina. It's a sack, and now it's 3rd and 14. Tracy's having to go a little bit downfield, gets hit as he throws incomplete. LSU has no choice but to punt it away. Angel Casey again with the pressure. He's having his best game of his career. Next drive for the Gamecocks, an interesting start as this play will be coming backwards. The holding on the left tackle impact Ari Bighill will back us up 1st and 20. South Carolina forced to do it again. It's a handoff for man up the middle, and he's going to get maybe 5 back. Makes it 2nd and 15. Now it's 3rd and 8. Crowd getting loud here in the swamp. As 3rd and 8, Brock outside the pocket dumps it out of bounds. I shouldn't really say the swamp. That is reserved for Florida. But you get what I mean. Louisiana's swampy too. Nonetheless, a punt for South Carolina as it goes back to LSU. A nice run here, but it won't count thanks to a late flag on the left tackle, Byron Heaney, who has not had a good season at the blind side. 1st and 16, handoff, and good run defense after a gain of 5. 2nd and 11, now an incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 11. Tracy to throw, and he dumps it short, and Gallen with a huge hit from behind. That's going to be another LSU punt. The defense playing really well today, only 7 points allowed. As now we're inside 10 minutes, and we have a chance to really put this one away right here. After a minimal gain, it's 2nd and 10, short for Gallegos, and he breaks free of a tackle. And Gallegos has some speed. He's going to outrun the defense, 67 yards to the house. Jumps over the cameraman, and he is right in the face of the crowd. Gallegos goes 67, and that might be the dagger. And he's letting the home fans know. 24-7, your score now, a 3-score lead for the Gamecocks. LSU needs to make something happen on this drive, and they're starting to put it together at about midfield. They're already at the 5.5-minute mark, and they don't seem like they're in much of a hurry. They let the play clock go on that play, and now it's all the way back down to 4 again. You got to be a little quicker here. So short pass is caught. Gain of 6. South Carolina will gladly let LSU keep running some clock here. Back down to 4 seconds again on the clock. We're at 4 minutes to go. Tracy tucks it. He runs. He's going to pick up a first down. And that will continue to drain some clock. Inside 4 minutes now. Tracy to throw. Short. Caught by Biggers. Picks up 5. And now LSU's going to pick up the pace. They go no huddle. 2nd and 5. Everybody going deep. Tracy, nobody open. Is just going to tuck it himself. A smart decision as he picks up the first down. No, actually, they don't give it to him. It's going to be 3rd and inches instead. They'll throw for it. Tracy wants it for the end zone. Is knocked away. Good defense by Boyette. Now 4th and inches. You kind of have to go for it here. 4th and inches from the 15. This could be the game. 2 tight ends in the pistol. Tracy will hand it off to Biggers, and he's not going to get there. Stuffed shy, and I feel like that might be it. We've reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 11, a first down will essentially end the game. I mean, not that this game really has much of a chance. They hand it off for Mann. He's not going to get the first, and LSU's not even going to call timeouts. They seem like they've given up on this game. Now it's 4th and 18, their possession. This is the game with only 25 seconds to go. Tracy throws a deep ball to the end zone. He's intercepted by the safety, Danny Kaufman. His first of the season, and that will do it. South Carolina goes into Baton Rouge and wins 24-7, finally, for the first time in over a year. Able to get a win as a ranked team. Brock on the road, I feel like, passed all the tests. 276 yards, 3 total touchdowns. Continues to be a sensation at the quarterback position. And South Carolina, they look good. Offense looked good, but let's talk about the defense too. Only 7 points given up to this team, and they have great playmakers. Tracy was quiet. Juan Biggers didn't have a good game. We never even mentioned Jake Selleck, who has the school record for touchdowns in a career. He was quiet today. The defense played sensational. The offense got the job done. We stifled, for the most part, the pass rush of LSU. Brock stepped up in the big game. And we now move to 6-0, 3-0 in the SEC. And I think this team, you can say, is legit. We get a nice 4-star recruit also from right guard Victor Hogue, who's from Hartsville, Alabama. He was leaning towards Jackson State this week, saw the game. He flipped and commits, so we get a nice offensive line depth. I know we got a lot of right guards last year, but it never hurts to add some more. We do, however, though, miss out on Trey Carmarzi, who did commit to Miami. Kind of saw that one coming. He's a good run stopper, but the Hurricanes are in the lead the whole way. Here are your top stories coming out of the week. Next week, we'll see DeMarco Ness, who's number 5 in the Heisman voting. Frederick Pruitt of Auburn leads the way. Looks like Texas wins the Red River rivalry. They beat Oklahoma. We'll see a big grudge match, Iowa and Wisconsin, in this week's top 25 clash. And then we get the spotlight because we're playing Missouri. More on that in a moment. Here are scores from Week 7. Fresno State gets a Pac-12 win over Colorado State. And the same thing, Washington State over Utah State. Arkansas goes down at home to Mississippi State. A huge win for the Bulldogs. That's got to feel good for them. Louisiana Monroe knocks off Georgia Southern on the road. There's the Red River rivalry. Texas 28-22, knocking off Oklahoma. App State with a blowout win against South Alabama. Washington finally back in the win column. A close one against UCLA. Purdue takes care of Coastal Carolina on the teal field. We see Illinois upset Ohio State. They win the Golden Turtle this year. Nebraska with a close victory over Northwestern. Duke blows out Stanford. The Blue Devils, they're starting to turn it around. Don't sleep on them. Penn State gets back in the win column. Their first Big Ten win of the season. They beat Rutgers. Memphis over South Florida. The Tigers 2-0 in AAC play. A couple of Sun Belt games. Old Dominion knocks off Southern Miss. And then we see Arkansas State take care of Troy. Middle Tennessee State over New Mexico State in a pretty much a blowout game. Iowa before the big clash against Wisconsin knocked off Minnesota. Tennessee beats Alabama 31-28. The Vols still lead the way in the SEC. Michigan with a low-scoring victory over USC this week. BYU destroys Arizona. Western Kentucky back in the win column over Louisiana Tech. They get on the board in the conference. TCU continues to look like one of the best teams in the country, slaughtering a very good Colorado team this week. I would not want to play the Horned Frogs. Tulsa knocks off FAU. Temple upsets Tulane 24-22. That knocks the Green Wave down to the 22nd ranked team. Kennesaw State with a nice road victory over Sam Houston. FIU blows out Jacksonville State. North Texas squeaks by Eastern Carolina, but it didn't really go well against the polls because they dropped a spot. SMU knocks Cal out of the rankings. Clemson goes down again to Florida State. That's back-to-back losses for the Tigers. Ball State beats Toledo as the Rockets continue to be a disappointment in the conference. San Diego State beats Boise State 31-27. Pitt with a nice victory over NC State. The Wolfpack have free-fallen, now 3-3. Missouri, who we'll see next week, takes care of Army. Auburn still the number 1 team in the land. Lightning will not strike twice for Kentucky. West Virginia in a low-scoring game against Houston, who's put up 6 points in back-to-back weeks. Oregon State back in the rankings. They beat UNLV in the Pac-12. Marshall takes care of Louisiana. We see Wisconsin Before their big clash against Iowa, they beat Maryland, who are very good at causing upsets. Nevada with a touchdown win over New Mexico. UAB falls to Rice. 2 good wins for the Owls in 3 weeks. Kansas State over Baylor to enter the top 25. Iowa State takes care of Kansas. And Notre Dame continues to be the hottest team in football. 5 straight wins, knocking off Syracuse this week. Boston College takes down Georgia Tech in the ACC, as well as Wake Forest over Louisville. Charlotte knocks off Navy 13-6. Texas Tech puts up 45 over Arizona State. We see Miami over Virginia Tech this week in a rivalry matchup. The Hurricanes up to number 4. Michigan State takes care of Indiana. And then Bowling Green with a victory over Western Michigan gets them to the top 25. Georgia goes down to Ole Miss. The Dogs now 3-3. Their chance of defending their title are on the line. They got to be perfect the rest of the season. Central Michigan takes down Buffalo. Obviously, we beat LSU. Oklahoma State is still winless. They're 0-6 with a loss this week. Utah takes care of Cincinnati. Their eventual matchup against TCU is going to be a highlight reel. And then UConn over UTEP. Here are players of the week. Darrell Level of South Alabama with 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles, while Finino Taki of Cal had a nice game against SMU. Both losses, by the way. In the SEC, the offensive player was Cameron Wiley of Alabama, while the defensive was Troy Bauer of Vanderbilt. Here's a look at the rankings. We have bumped all the way up to the 12th best team in the country. The rest of the poll and media starting to take some respect in the Gamecocks. Now sitting at 6-0 with a nice win on the road against LSU. But this week we have our biggest game of the season. We're actually one of the highlight games. 12 South Carolina versus their rivals, number 9 Missouri. Fortunately, though, that's not game day. It's going to be number 1 Auburn at number 20 Arkansas instead. Miami will go to Cal, and then we'll see, obviously, Iowa versus Wisconsin, a big game for the Big Ten. But yeah, our biggest game of the season is up next. We head to our rival Columbia in Missouri to face the number 9 ranked Missouri Tigers, who are 5-1 on the season. Brandon Ness is playing like a Heisman Trophy candidate at the quarterback position. And we're on the road again, so it's going to be a loud crowd. But I do think we can win this game. Missouri, even though they're ranked 9, they have some holes. And I think we can exploit them. Their secondary, in my opinion, isn't that great. You know, they have some key players, but I think you can kind of pick your matchups and take it to Missouri. And the way our offense has been playing, I think we can exploit that in the defense as well. They play like they did against LSU. I think we can take down the Tigers and continue this undefeated season. We'll have to see in the next episode, though. I'm excited for that one. I hope you guys are as well. If you've enjoyed the content, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.